From Hollywood, California at Cavatina in the legendary Sunset Marquis, it's the Comedy Kitchen Podcast with your hosts, Craig Shoemaker and Tony Luke Jr.
This is a lead-in to our show that's coming out on Amazon Prime.
It's Comedy Kitchen!
It's Comedy Kitchen. Tony Luke, our famous restaurateur from Philadelphia, he teaches famous comedians how to be a chef, and I teach famous chefs how to be a comedian.
And what I love about this show is it's two of my favorite things ever, food and comedy.
We're bringing the two things together.
We are, and the more you laugh, the more calories you actually burn. So we're not only just making people laugh and we're telling about great food, we're making them healthier by watching the podcast.
You can look at it that way.
Well, Comedy Kitchen
Killing it.
is such a great idea because you bring two different people from two different worlds. You got comedians, you got chefs coming together, and we just learn from each other, which is actually great. Like, I thought I could cook, then I realized I don't know.
Soup is not food. It's not a food. It's a drink.
I gotta tell you something.
It's not a food.
He and I don't agree on much. He and I don't agree on much.
Well, we use a spoon.
I agree.
So it's a beverage, it's a chunky beverage?
It's a chunky, that's a great way to put it. Soup is a chunky beverage.
Why do I feel like that was your nickname in high school, chunky beverage? Girls are like, I'll take a drink of that.
When you start doing stand-up, it becomes an addiction where it really doesn't leave you. There's nothing like it at all. What would be tantamount to that, where it's like, oh, I made my first thing and it was good or something, and you're like, oh,
well, when you make your first meal and people like pull you over and go, oh my God, that was the greatest dish I've ever had. That high. Craig is family to me. I literally love the man.
Yeah.
So it's such an amazing feeling to go up there and perform and do well and to see the look on his face.
Right.
Like, not just to look like, hey, you did great.
You mentor people, you're like a proud papa.
Yeah,
oh,
proud.
Joke, you helped them write.
Oh, that's the best.
To be honest, comedy became my offense and my defense, right? It was my offense because I was like, how can I get you to like me or to see that I'm more than how I look? And then it was also my defense to like diffuse any, like laugh with me, not at me.
I'm gonna give you a tip right now. The hell with them. Grilled onions on your burger or your cheesesteak or whatever it is with the marinara. It is the most delicious thing.
And first of all, it's a marinade, not a marinara. It's marinade. And you're taking advice from a comic.
Yeah.
I do cheesesteaks for a living, so you should take his advice.
You sound like my ex-girlfriend who was vegan, and then every time she would have 2 drinks, she'd be like, I want flesh of animals now. Give me animal flesh in my body now.
Now you're talking crazy. Shit on a shingle is one thing.
Okay.
But beef jerky, now you're out of line.
Okay, out of line. So
You've gone too far.
you take, I don't know what part.
It's got a fancy name, but it's not beef jerky.
It's some part of the cow that they reject.
People are allowed to pronounce things the way they want to. That's my.
He's very politically
I'm
correct.
proud of it. Like, do it if you want to do it like that. I assume you learned it from someone who didn't know what they were talking about, so you're doing it.
Comedy Kitchen, day 1. It's because I hit my kids, and that's why I make really good contact.
We serve food to our guests every single show. It's the most amazing food. Every one of them goes nuts over it, and we actually have the person who's responsible for it. You have to be called chef, right? It's like if you're a doctor.
You can call me Michael.
I'll call you Michael.
Or you can call me doctor if you want.
And this is actually exactly what I would get pre, maybe even post show. Like the chip is almost more important than the dip because I don't want it to be too salty, have too much stuff on it.
It's in heaven.
That's the face of heaven.
He's in heaven.
And he put the burger down just like the fork.
He did.
That is an exceptional burger.
Close up of that.
See his meat.
Watch
I want you to look at my meat and picture my meat going in your mouth.
Where's the beef?
Okay? Oh, I'll show you the beef. Picture this meat.
Craig, you did not do
going in your mouth.
Anyway, folks, we'll see you next time on Comedy Kitchen.